In the world of American football, Tom Brady is often called the best of all time.
He's not the GOAT.
All right, here we go.
He's the LOAT. Can you see it?
Yeah.
The luckiest of all time.
But how good was he really? Today we are going to talk about Tom Brady's amazing work and find out what made him so cool. Brady's story is one of hard work, skill, and unwavering drive. He went from being poor to becoming a hero. Let's find out what makes Tom Brady a real football star. Tom Brady was born in San Mateo, California on August 3rd, 1977. San Mateo is a small town 20 miles north of San Francisco. Brady was exposed to games from a very young age because he grew up in a family that loved them. He was the only son and the youngest of 4 children. As you might expect, sports were a big part of his youth. While he was at Junipero Serra High School, he played football, baseball, and basketball. Even though Brady loved sports, he had some problems early on. It wasn't a good start for Brady in high school football. He was the backup quarterback for a bad team as a rookie that went 0-8 and didn't score a single goal. Most kids would have given up at this point, but Brady's drive and willingness to work hard kept him going. In the end, when the starter quarterback got hurt, Brady stepped up to take his place and did a great job. Tom Brady was picked to attend the University of Michigan and play college football for the Wolverines. It wasn't easy for him in college either. Brady had to wait his turn behind other passers as a redshirt rookie. He was a backup for 2 years and didn't get the chance to start until his junior year. Drew Henson, another highly regarded quarterback, gave Brady a lot of trouble in his first year as a starter. The coaches even gave Brady and Henson different playing times, which made things unclear and put pressure on them. But Brady's toughness and play on the field earned him the starting job. He led the Wolverines to several important wins, including an OT win over Alabama in the Orange Bowl, where he threw for 369 yards and 4 scores. Even though Tom Brady did well in college, his entry into the NFL was not a flashy one. As the 199th pick in the NFL draft in 2000, he wasn't picked until the 6th round by the New England Patriots. That meant that every team had passed on him more than once because they didn't see the promise that would later make or break his career. Brady began his first season as a quarterback as the 4th stringer, a less than glamorous job. He could only throw 3 times, but he completed one for 6 yards. Even though Brady's start was low, he never gave up on his work ethic or drive. He kept learning, getting better, and getting ready for any chance that might come his way. In 2001, Tom Brady's career took a big turn for the better. Fortunately, Drew Bledsoe, the regular quarterback, got hurt badly, so Brady had to step in. Brady jumped at the chance and never looked back. Started 14 games that season and led the Patriots to an 11-3 record. They finished the season 11-5 and won the AFC East title. Surprised everyone by making it to the Super Bowl, where they played the St. Louis Rams, who were the clear favorites. The Patriots shocked everyone by beating the Rams 2017, and Brady's cool attitude and clutch play earned him his first Super Bowl ring and the title of Super Bowl MVP. This was just the start of one of the most interesting careers in NFL history. Tom Brady was the best quarterback in the NFL for 20 years, which is very impressive considering that most players only stay with the team for 4 years. It wasn't enough for him to just win games or even titles. He had to perform at the top level year after year in a time when competition was at an all-time high. Brady's run with the New England Patriots would have made him one of the best quarterbacks of all time. He was in charge of the Patriots when they won 17 division wins, 13 AFC championship games, and 9 Super Bowls, which they won 6 times. Wow, those are some crazy numbers that show how consistent and great Brady was for the team. Brady was unbeatable during more than just the regular season and playoffs. He was also great at the AFC Championship game, where he always led his team to win and a spot in the Super Bowl. His play in these important games made him even more famous as a player who could be called on when things went wrong. This means being able to perform well under pressure, which is one of the many reasons why Brady is thought to be the GOAT. It came as a surprise when Tom Brady decided to leave the New England Patriots and join the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in March 2020. Many people thought this was a big risk because Brady was 43 years old and had played his whole career for one team. Some people didn't think he could do as well with a new team, especially one that hadn't been to the playoffs in over 10 years. There were some problems with the move to Tampa Bay. Brady had to get used to a new scheme, new players, and new teachers. This happened during a pandemic that made it hard to train and play in warm-up games. Even with these problems, Brady's guidance and experience made a difference right away. Among his new teammates were star wide receivers Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, as well as tight end Rob Gronkowski, who came out of retirement to play with Brady in Tampa. The Buccaneers got a lot better during the season with Brady's coaching. They finished with an 11-5 record, good enough for 5th place in the NFC and a spot in the playoffs. Brady led the Buccaneers to a great run in the playoffs where they beat the Washington football team, the New Orleans Saints, and the Green Bay Packers, all on the road. Each win showed how well Brady could handle stress and how well he could improve the play of those around him. With a game against the reigning champion Kansas City Chiefs in Super Bowl LV, Brady's first season in Tampa Bay came to a close unbelievably well, throwing 3 touchdowns and leading the Buccaneers to a convincing 31-9 win. With this win, Brady won his 7th Super Bowl, which is more than any other quarterback and made him the best quarterback of all time. Tom Brady's career is full of records and accomplishments that show how talented he is and how long he has been in the game. He holds a lot of NFL records, and many of them might never be broken. With 649 regular season touchdowns, he holds the record for the most touchdowns ever thrown by a quarterback. This accomplishment puts him ahead of other famous players and shows how well he has been able to find the end zone over the past 20 years. Brady has also thrown for 89,214 yards, which is the most in NFL history. To give you an idea, that's more than 50 miles of travel. This record shows not only how good he is at passing, but also how he can keep working hard year after year. The number of yards he threw over the course of his career shows how consistent, accurate, and able he was to change his game as the league changed. Moreover, Brady has also done very well in the playoffs. He has 35 wins in the playoffs, which is the most of any quarterback in history. He won 7 Super Bowls, which is more than any other player in NFL history. One big reason for this is that he is so good in the playoffs. Brady has won 5 Super Bowl MVP awards, which shows how good he is at performing on the biggest stages. Brady's success is also marked by a number of individual awards. It is a record for a quarterback to be chosen for 15 Pro Bowls. He was also named NFL MVP 3 times. These awards show how much his friends, teachers, and experts looked up to and respected him during his time. Brady's ability to keep up his high level of performance for such a long time is very rare in professional sports. It shows how talented and dedicated he is. One thing that makes Tom Brady's work stand out is how tough he is mentally. From the time he was picked in the 6th round of the NFL draft until now, Brady has had a lot of bad luck. The fact that he was strong and had faith in himself helped him get through these problems and become the best in his sport. Brady was known for how well he prepared his thoughts. He was known for carefully watching game films and thinking about what his opponents would do next and how they would protect for hours on end. He was able to guess plays and make quick, smart decisions on the field because he had trained so well. The fact that he could read defenses and make changes quickly helped him do well. It was also clear that Brady had a tough mind because he did so well when things got tough. He always delivered in big games, like when he led the last-second drive that won the game or made a crucial play in a playoff game where a lot was at stake. His cool and sure of himself during these times inspired his teammates and often slowed down his opponents. In addition to being smart, Brady was able to keep himself motivated and on task throughout his career. Brady had more success than anyone else, but he never got relaxed. There were many things he did to get better. He worked on his skills, changed what he ate and how he trained, and asked other athletes and teachers for help. The fact that he was always hungry for success is a big reason why he stayed at the top of his game for so long. The numbers behind Tom Brady's stats are amazing, but his impact goes beyond the numbers. He had innate skills that made his work stand out. These are skills that can't be judged by stats alone. Brady's ability to lead is one of these traits. During his work, he was known for being able to set a good example, encourage and inspire his team, and bring them together. His confidence, work ethic, and ability to stay calm set the tone for his teams and made a culture of success. Brady was a great leader, and it was especially clear when things were stressful. His calmness and faith in his coworkers often made the difference. Another important part of Brady's reputation is his drive to win. He had unmatched success because he was always striving for perfection and wouldn't settle for anything less than the best. He was so driven that he was willing to give up things he wanted for the team, like cutting his pay so the Patriots could build a better group. Brady's drive to win and desire to be competitive made everyone around him better at what they did. Lastly, Brady's success is a story of sticking with something even when it gets hard. From not being picked in the draft at all to having many setbacks and problems, Brady's life shows how powerful hard work and drive can be. It is truly amazing that he has been able to solve problems, adjust to new situations, and keep working at a high level for more than 20 years. Tom Brady isn't just the best football player of all time because he holds all the records and has won 7 Super Bowls. He is the best because of his amazing journey, his mental toughness, his ability to lead, and the way he changed the game. Brady's story is one of hard work, commitment, and unmatched greatness. He went from being a 6th round draft pick to becoming the GOAT.